Well, hello there, my horror fans and friends. This is AJ Horror Reviewer here to give you a new horror movie review. Um, Hit that subscribe button, give me some likes if you don't mind. Without further ado, I'll jump into this one. Film I've selected today is Superhost from a 2021. It's an hour and a half, so just about the right amount you want in a movie, specifically a horror movie. I know I was doing mostly like a winter style films, but I kind of just wanted to throw a random one in here. Without further ado, I'll just kind of go through my usual. This one got an 85% on Rotten Tomatoes, so pretty decent. The fans only gave it 48%. This one's on Shudder. If you're looking for it, it's a great app. If you don't have it, I recommend it. It's pretty cheap, cheaper than Netflix and the like. But anyways, we'll go into the writer-director, which is done by Brandon Christensen, who directed and did the screenwriting for Stillborn and Z. He also produced Influencer. Let's go through the cast. You got Sarah Canning, who was in Influencer and Z, so it's kind of tied to Brandon there. Then we got Osric Chow, who was in an episode or two, or I don't know how many of it, in Supernatural and The Flash, the TV show. I wasn't too familiar with his movies, so I just kind of threw those in there. He's a fun actor in this one. And then we got Gracie Gillum, who I think has a fantastic performance in this as Rebecca. The only thing else that I could see that she was in was Stolen in Plain Sight. But the other one I wasn't too familiar with, so I just decided to write this one down. And we got the Scream Queen, Barbara Crampton, that appears in this for about 5 minutes probably. I mean, if you don't know her already, she's in You're Next, Jacob's Wife, Castle Freak, the remake and the original, Puppet Master, and last but not least, Reanimator. So she's awesome. But anyways, let me kind of jump into this one. So basically, there's a boyfriend and girlfriend that are vloggers. They go to basically like Airbnb places and do like their reviews of it. And they end up at this big ass house, kind of in the middle of the woods, kind of away from everywhere. They don't got cell service very much. And they're kind of starting to lose followers and stuff, so they're getting a little nervous. The boyfriend is he seems like a really just nice, kind person. He's not like super masculine. And then the girlfriend is a bit pushy. I don't want to say pushy, but she kind of has her wants how she wants things done, and she clearly puts it out there. But anyways, so basically this one starts out they're pulling up to the house, and the kind of dynamics of the girlfriend and boyfriend, you can see that they're kind of like not doing awesome financially, or maybe in their lives, personal lives. But they're trying to get into the house. They can't figure it out. And so they're trying to do little shots outside the house. And all of a sudden, the host just appears right behind them, like, how are you? She's like super just like out there. You're just like, ooh, she's weird. I can already tell. If you couldn't already tell from the beginning, she's a bit of a weirdo. Not that that's a bad thing, but I guess you'll find out in this movie. So basically, she lets them in. She's weird with them for a while, talking to them, and she just doesn't know when to leave sometimes. But anyway, she finally does. there's a problem in the house, and she's like, oh, I'll come back tomorrow for it. And so they're like, all right, whatever, and they don't think too much of it. She just seems a little off. But so they're having trouble with their cell service, and Claire, the girlfriend, is getting annoyed, and Teddy, the boyfriend's just trying to like smooth it out, have fun, enjoy things, and he's doing this secret engagement. He's gonna propose to his girlfriend out in the woods at some point. But anyways, Teddy hears something in the night at like 3 a.m. or whatever. He goes outside and he sees a person standing out there, glowing yellow eyes. It's creepy, great shot, I think. And he goes, or he doesn't go back inside. His girlfriend comes out. And she's like, what's going on? What are you doing out here? He's like, there's someone out there. She's like, no, there's not, blah, 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 like your typical horror like trope or whatever. They go back to bed, and then the host, Rebecca, comes back, and she just keeps getting weirder with her until one morning Teddy hears something downstairs. He goes down there, sees that Rebecca's cooking breakfast for them. He's like, oh, I'm in my boxers. This is awkward. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I just want to make you guys breakfast. Things are going bad for you. And so he's like, oh, okay. It's not weird at all. Goes back upstairs, tells Claire, and she's like, oh, okay. And then they get downstairs, and they're like, oh, thank you, Rebecca, for the meal. Just kind of like in conversation. She's like, you're welcome, over this camera, because she's got cameras everywhere also, so that's even weirder, I think. I wouldn't want cameras where I'm like staying, but I mean, I don't know if that's a legal precedence that is being violated. But anyways, moving on, they're getting a little weirded out from the host, Rebecca, and this scared me the first time I saw this. Like, they're standing like in this like huge window, like it's just massive, like in the upstairs, I think it is, and all of a sudden, boom, this rock hits the window, and they go outside, to discover that it's a prior host that they stayed at her home, and they like gave her a crap review, and so she's all pissed at them. She's like, and then Rebecca, the host of this house, comes out, and she's terrifying. And Barbara Crampton goes away. And then later on, I think it's the next day, that things are just starting to get a little too much for them, and they decide to leave. But then Rebecca wants to show them something before they go. She takes them deep off into the woods, and not really gonna spoil it for you, but I will say this becomes a survival horror style movie in the last 15 to 20 minutes. I'm not going to tell you the details because you don't know what's happening at this point, but I will say Rebecca, what's her name, Gracie Gillam in this is just fantastic. Like, I think she should have won an award for this. Maybe that's just me, but I thought she was insanely good as that like just weird like should I be worried that this lady's a like bad person, or is she just like quirky? Like she's kind of interesting personality. But that's about all I can give you on this one. Hope you enjoyed this review, and I hope you subscribe, and I will talk to you later. Or you'll see me, I guess. I won't be talking to you personally. Anyways, let's just cut it. Have a good day. Bye.